Norway's story begins long before borders, flags, or modern states. Shaped by ice, mountains, and sea, this northern land forced its inhabitants to adapt, navigate, and endure. From the earliest settlements along fjords to the deep future beyond the year 5500, Norway's evolution reflects a constant negotiation between humanity and an unforgiving environment. In the Viking Age, Norway was not a unified nation but a collection of coastal communities bound by the sea. Longships connected isolated fjords, enabling trade, exploration, and warfare across Europe and beyond. Survival depended on navigation, cooperation, and an intimate understanding of nature. Power was local, mobility was essential, and identity was shaped by landscape as much as culture. During the medieval period, Norway became part of larger political unions, its autonomy shifting with regional power struggles. Towns grew around harbors and churches, and trade tied Norway to continental Europe. Yet geography remained decisive. Mountains and harsh winters limited central control, preserving strong local identities and traditions. As Europe industrialized, Norway followed a different path. Sparse population and rugged terrain slowed heavy industry, but encouraged maritime trade, forestry, and later hydroelectric development. By the 20th century, Norway emerged as a modern state, combining industrial growth with social welfare. The discovery of offshore oil transformed the country's economy, positioning Norway as an energy power while also confronting it with long-term environmental responsibility. By 2025, Norway stands at a crossroads. Highly developed, technologically advanced, and deeply connected to global systems, it also faces climate change, Arctic transformation, and the challenge of transitioning beyond fossil fuels. Cities like Oslo balance density with access to nature, while infrastructure prioritizes sustainability, public welfare, and resilience. Norway's identity becomes defined not by expansion, but by management and balance. Moving into the future, Norway adapts rather than dominates. By the 22nd and 23rd centuries, carbon neutrality evolves into full environmental integration. Energy systems become decentralized and intelligent. Arctic regions gain strategic importance as climate patterns shift, and Norway becomes a hub for polar research, infrastructure, and governance. Borders matter less than shared systems across Scandinavia and the North Atlantic. By the year 2600, traditional nationhood begins to fade. Settlements are smaller, highly efficient, and closely integrated with ecosystems. Automation reduces human labor, and mobility is optimized to minimize environmental impact. Norway's mountains, fjords, and coastlines are no longer obstacles, but structural elements of civilization itself. As millennia pass, population density decreases. By 3000 and beyond, much of Norway is re-wilded, with human presence concentrated in resilient nodes designed to withstand climatic extremes. Infrastructure merges with terrain, becoming nearly invisible. The distinction between natural and artificial landscapes blurs. By 3600, Norway exists as part of a broader planetary system. Arctic monitoring, orbital coordination, and long-term climate regulation define its role. Human influence remains subtle, guided by preservation rather than extraction. Finally, by the year 5500, Norway is no longer a country in the modern sense. It is a region of Earth carrying layered traces of human adaptation. Stone,